What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Buckles Locker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. The final preseason game for the Bucs. Bucs versus Bills. Bucs going in there 2-0 for the preseason. Can we finish the preseason undefeated? That'd be a nice little thing to have, right? Tonight's about the young guys. You know, we're gonna have a conversation about a couple things. We're gonna talk about the injury bug and the depth of the roster to overcome these injuries, the news on Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs and J Mack, Winfield Jr., Chris Eisen, so Rashad White. We're gonna have a little conversation, We're gonna talk about a little crypto too. Hopefully, y'all got y'all crypto bags ready. Ethereum with all-time highs this past week. Jerome Powell rate cuts possibly in September. Alt season is about to be here. Market cap about to go up. Alt cap about to go up probably to about 4 trillion. About 6 trillion. Might do it times 2.7 or times 3. You know what I'm saying? Alt season is around the corner. We in it right now, but if the alts go up, the market cap go to about $5 to $6 trillion. It's about to get popping. The multiples for the alt season is not going to be times 100. Where you're going to find your times 100 is in narratives. AI, DeFi, RWAs, layer 1, layer 2s. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, let's talk about what y'all looking for tonight with the young guys. Who's gonna make the roster? Somebody gonna make the roster. This game right here, we're gonna have a couple young guys. Somebody gonna step up.
Trying to extend a current streak of 5 straight AFC East titles, 6 straight playoff appearances, and 6 straight 10 seasons or 6 seasons with 10 wins. As the Bucs are trying to continue their streak and win a 5th NFC South Division title. It's Josh Williams.
All right, y'all looking at Ted Johnson?
Teddy Bridgewater got a little bit of a cold. Will not play tonight. He's supposed to get some game time.
I don't know. I mean, I think we know who's gonna make the team. We made a list last video. Trask gonna be on the roster. You know what I'm saying? KJ Britt played for the Dolphins.
Teddy Bridgewater, but I mentioned in the open, he needs to have a good game tonight and prove that he can be the number 2 quarterback there in Tampa.
Entering his 5th season, drafted in the 2nd round, 64th overall. It's not Tom Brady. Get the flag down at the 37-yard line. Sean Smith, our referee.
Is Kyle Trask fighting for the backup job, or Teddy Bridgewater gonna be the backup? I was looking at a lot of preseason games today, yesterday. I will say this. There are some good D linemen that won't make the team. Ravens, Packers, Seahawks, the Browns. Like, there's some good D linemen out there. I think we need to start plugging some of these good team rosters, man. Like, for like depth wise, because I see a lot of good depth. Like, real talk, like some lot of good depth out there on the D line. You know what I'm saying? We might need to pick up, the backup O lineman. We well, Tristan Wirfs gonna be out for a couple weeks, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Miller looks like he gonna make the team because he always getting open. He's like our Scotty Too Hotty, but he's not super fast like Scotty Miller though. That's pretty much our Scotty Miller right there. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably make the team, but he's not like a deep ball guy. He's like a possession receiver. Slot guy, dependable, reliable. That's what that is right there. Oh yeah. That's a good one. I'm Adam Humphrey. Yeah, he kind of fit that Adam Humphrey type thing. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with that backup O lineman for real? I know one thing: we cannot have injuries on that O line, boy, because our backups are not that good. Lacking some depth on that O line, man. Gotta tighten up, man. Do y'all hear me? Someone's a mic. My mic is good. Trying to force feed Ryan Miller though. My mic good, buddy. If you talking about some mic, you need to check your mic, buddy. Well, I don't know about your mic, but my mic good. I don't know what you talking about. That's your laptop, buddy. O-line depth, we can't afford. I would say this though. Front line wise, starters wise, we fine. But I always question the Bucs depth, especially in the secondary. Secondary O-line depth is always in question. D-line depth, O-line depth, secondary depth, always in question with the Bucs because receiver wise, quarterback, running back, tight end. I think those areas. I think are I think we good to go there. Let me tighten up here. Let me switch this right here. I'm talking about. Oh, it's choppy. Okay, let me check it. Hold on. Let me get right. Hold on. All right, is that better? Is the mic good to go? Right? I mean, I did an audio check before I came online. It was everything was good to go. Everything connected. All right, let me fix it. Hold on. Let me tighten up. Let me tighten up. What's going on with her? What's happening here? Yeah. Hold up, man. We gotta get right.
Izzy, who was really good versatile player, came on legendary record of a shot wisdom, and Shiloh Sanders are all battling for that final spot.
Deion Jones still out there on the third preseason? Boy, we ain't got no pressure. I was looking at Chris Braswell. He be getting washed. You hear me now? Chris Braswell. Y'all seen Braswell? Y'all can hear me now? Am I good to go? Braswell, man. God dang, man. It's all, you know what I know the thing about the Bucs? It's always in third and longs, man. Flag on the play, first down. I'm like, God dang it, man. Is that Bryce Hall? Bryce Hall might be a good backup. Well, I think Bryce Hall will be fine. Number 34 for a cornerback is crazy. Number 34 for a cornerback is crazy. I'm still cutting out. Braswell. Braswell, man. I'm still cutting out. Hold on, let me fix this. See, Braswell's a bust. Y'all be nice now. I'm gonna start this stream over because y'all saying I got mic issues. My mic is good, man. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like they keep saying my mic in and out, choppy and all that. Like then some people say I'm good. Like I don't understand. Like I'm gonna have to probably start the stream over, man. Y'all saying my mic bad. I mean, bucket with your girl still I'm good. Like, man, y'all need to check y'all laptop. Oh, it's Poppy. You know, let me do this right here. I think I know what the problem is. I think I might know what it is.
Didn't look like he turned the body of the receiver, but receiver Davidson there calling him right away. This was all the same thing. Zach Davidson from Central Missouri.
All right, is that better? Yeah, I think I know what it was. I just changed my output device. My output device was set to the microphone. So I changed it over to Realtek audio speakers on the laptop. So that might have been the problem. I think I might have fixed the problem. That should be good, right? Yeah, I think I fixed the issue. Yes, Shiloh Sanders had a flag. I think the Bucs will be all right. Just gotta tighten up. Who was that? Watts? Oh, Marquise Watts. Deion Jones. Yeah. Deion Jones never quite lived up to the expectations, and he got number 45 on. I just want to see the good guys do good, man. So Bryce Hall right now is all right. You know what I'm saying? Bryce Hall doing good. Out here for the vibes. Y'all wildin', man. Y'all tough, man. Y'all gotta be nice, man. Y'all gotta be nice, man. Stop being so mean. Deion Jones not bad. I mean, we watched him with the Falcons. Oh my gosh. Shiloh, man. What's up with the footing out there, man? They can't get their footing down. They slipping and sliding out there. What's going on? They changed their cleats. Look at Deion Jones. Oh, come on. Shiloh, break down, fam. Oh, Lord. I always said, man. Shiloh Sanders, man, practice squad, dog. I think the Bucs had Shiloh Sanders around for the vibes. They had Shiloh Sanders around just for the vibes. Yeah, they for the name, attention. They had Shiloh around for the name and attention. Deion Jones regressed really bad. He regressed. Regressed bad. With the Falcons, he was okay. Then I don't know what happened with him, man. He regressed bad. Then even on a couple teams, if you're a good linebacker, you don't bounce around like that. Shiloh missing tackles and stuff, man. Oh, Shiloh. What's going on with Shiloh, man? It must have rained out there or something, bro. Shiloh had a bad series. Braswell late. Oh, he was down. He was down. Well, Shiloh, he's not ready right now. The NFL speed is a little bit too much for him right now, and the technique wise, face mask. It's wet out there though. I just want to see Braswell do a little something better. They went right down the field too. Yeah, I was looking at some depth, man, on that D line. I think the Bucs might need some depth at linebacker too, man. Because I don't know. I don't think Deion Jones would be a great addition for starting line. He's a good backup, but I wouldn't want Deion Jones as my starter. Like I said, I think to me, I think where we're gonna have to get better at, as far as roster wise, is depth. And I know a lot of us talked about the linebacking situation with the Bucs. The Bucs did not draft any linebackers as far as in this draft that was good. In the first 4 rounds, they didn't even touch linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Which was very, very, very interesting. I know Savassi Dennis and Levante David, they're going to be out there starters, but are we going to run a lot of nickel with 2 linebackers only, and then bring down Winfield Jr. to the 3rd linebacker? The versatility with Winfield Jr. and Tyke Smith, they're going to be playing linebacker on nickel, or are we ever going to run 3 linebackers? And if we do, who's the 3rd linebacker? And what's going to help Savassi Dennis and Levante David is Vita Vea, but Vita is not on the field a lot consistently. So when he's not on the field, the run game suffers. And our linebackers have always been small, but we are a good run defense. But there's a caveat behind that too. We are good run defense because most teams throw the ball against our defense, against Tabo's defense, because Tabo's defense can be food if you block correctly. If you read his blitz packages, his blitz concepts, if you block that, the secondary food. So, yeah, the run defense numbers look good, but also you got to keep in mind a lot of teams throw the ball against the Bucs. Like 68% of the time, they throw the ball against the Bucs. So I know a lot of us like to say our run defense is really like that. Now, when Vita's out there, our run defense is good. But like I said, you got to go a little bit deeper in the numbers. 68 to 69% of the time, opponents throw the ball against the Bucs because coordinators know if you block Todd Bowles' blitz scheme, there's food out there to be made, to be cooked. So all I'm saying is, just a little concerned about our depth at linebacker and D-line. I think this is another season of question marks with the secondary, linebacker, D-line. It's almost like we have the same questions we had last year and the year before. Am I right or wrong? What questions do you have about the Bucs this year? Let me ask y'all. Let's have a conversation. What questions do you have about the Bucs this year going into the season? Keyword. The key part is going into the season. What's the questions? Because I don't think a lot of the questions are going to be offensively, though. I think a lot of the questions are the same that we've had for the last 3-4 years. Defense, right? Josh Williams, man, he can run that thing.
There he is, wearing 83. So he's the lightest player in the yourself away. He hopes to get around 168. And you look at his batting report here, and I think the one that stands up the most is the yard after catch. But
Oh, so your question is safety and linebacker? Oh, but Bucket with your girl questions are at tight end.
Watching the Oregon film, all you see is that that's why man does not mind catching the ball in space. He does a lot of good things for that.
Jesus, right. Pass rush and linebacker, the question marks. So it's almost like the same questions that we've had last year. It's almost like I don't see the questions being changed right now. Like, because offensive, I think will be good. I know Tristan Wirfs is going to be, and we'll get into that conversation about Tristan Wirfs and Godwin, being hurt. But I think we'll be fine. Like, offensively, I think we'll be fine.
So the seventh round of the Oregon, they led the Bucs to 4 catches in the game against the Steelers last week. Preseason, they give all that. They also had a dazzling return, right? As well, 5-year college career, we have 300 catches and 28 touchdowns.
So it's climbing up that learning curve, right? There's some things you're not going to learn. You think you could do in the NFL?
I mean, luckily, we are in a weak division. 2 of the teams are not going to be good. The 5 is going to be iffy. And the Bucs are basically, the best in the division. But like I said, there's concern. He's small. That's his favorite move right there. Can he handle physical cornerbacks though? Because he can probably get bumped off his space real quick. See, like, I would love to see, like, when I look around the league and I look at D lines around the league, their backups be doing good. But when I look at our backups and our D line backups, I'd be like, why do we struggle in our backups with our D line? Can anybody ask that question? Like, if you've been watching preseason, you've been watching D lines get in and depth wise, why do other teams got good depth on the D line? Can anybody explain that to me? Can anybody explain why other teams got better D-line depth than the Bucs? Like, their guys be getting in. Like, who are these guys getting in? I'm not worried about the Bucs being top 3 in passing and top 3 in rushing. Just be a balanced team. Don't be so heavy. Don't be so heavy offense. Got to score 27, 28 points a game to win a game. Like, can't do that. Because we're going to beat the bad teams. It's just the question is when the chips are on the table, these last 3-4 years, oh, Lord. These last 3-4 years, we can't beat the team. Because you got to think about it. First, second, and third round picks most likely need to be starters. Your 4th, your 5th, and your 6th round and your 7th round picks need to be good backups or solid backups. And maybe you can develop a 4th or 5th round and 6th round guy to become a backup or starter. But your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round needs to be at least productive. I just want the Bucs to have a complete team. I'm not worried because right now I think, to me, in my thought process, I think the Bucs are offensively heavy. Like, the Bucs are offensively heavy, defensively lacking. So I would like to see the Bucs round out defensively and become a complete team. Right now, I don't think the Bucs, from what I see, are a complete team due to the number 35. We got two small safeties. Zion McCullough is good, but he can get beat. Linebackers, Levante David, he's older. Savassi Dennis, can he stay healthy for 17 games? RD line, question marks. With Hassan Reddick, is he going to be motivated? And he's looking for a contract, so he might be motivated. Braswell, is he going to make the jump? Is Yaya Diaby going to get sacks versus pressures? Is Vita going to be on the field 70 to 80% of the time? Is Kalajic Clancy, can he hold up against the run a little bit better? Is Logan Hall going to make another jump and go from 5.5 sacks to 8.5, 9.5? There's a lot of questions defensively that I have for the Bucs. I just want to have a clean conversation, no hate, no negative talk. It's just real question marks that if this defense can be, can this defense balance out the offense? That's my only thing I want to see. I want to see the defense balance out the offense. Because once again, the offense is going to be fine. We'll figure out the Tristan Wirfs situation and the Chris Godwin situation because we got Mecca to replace Chris Godwin's production. We got depth at receiver. The Tristan Wirfs situation, yeah, that's an interesting situation that they'll have to deal with for about 2 weeks without him. But I don't think the offense is going to be. I don't think the offense to me is going to be it's going to be a big drop off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm gonna speak highly on the offense because I have much confidence on the offense. I know Josh Gizzard, this is his first year calling plays, so he's gonna have little bumpy little time frames. But what I believe and what I see, that the offensive talent that the Bucs have, that running back, and the Baker's playing really well. The receivers are good. You know what I'm saying? The O-line is solid. I don't see, and I know Tristan Wirfs is going to miss maybe 2 games, but I don't, and Godwin might miss about 3 or 4, but I don't see a huge drop off offensively. So we got to keep it real defensively. Can the Bucs show up when it matters in the playoffs? Because I think we'll go to the playoffs. I don't know the record right now, but I think playoff wise, right now we're a one and done type team until the Bucs can improve that when the chips on the table, can we elevate and get to the next round? That's my concern. I mean, it's good to have these conversations, you know what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. Oh, just missed tackles. Damien, what's up, buddy? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, let me ask y'all this. What is y'all confidence? What is the confidence y'all have defensively on a scale of 1 to 10? Do y'all see significant improvement on the defense? Can the defense make a significant jump past defense-wise? Can on a scale of 1 to 10, like, can this defense hold up for 17 games? Because if nothing really changes, then we're kind of looking at the same type of setup, 8, 9, 9, 8, 10, and 7. If nothing really changes, like, I'm always stand by this. In order to make improvements as a team, there must be a significant jump somewhere. There must be a significant jump somewhere. Braswell rushes from the right tackle side. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold up against really good right tackles. That's I think the biggest concern for me is defensively. And I told you, I'm going to be on this defense all season long. My conversation about the offense is going to be pretty much high level conversations. That's why I'm not really speaking on the offense a lot, because that's not the conversation for me this year. Because I don't want to hear the excuses offensively. So I don't need to keep talking about what the offense can and cannot do. I already know what they can do. I know how Baker is. I know what Mike Evans can do. There's the obvious, right? There's the obvious. Like, we know what America is done in champ. So we got to see if that's going to translate to regular season. I think will. But we know what a lot of these guys offensively can do. So why do we keep talking about the obvious? I want to talk about the uncertainty on defense. I've been really focused on the defense, really kind of 3-4 years in a row, and I've been pretty much right about the defense. Been right about the defense because the lack of significant improvement. I need to see significant improvement pass rush wise and pass defense wise. Because if things remain the same, then how much change are you expecting overall as a team? Are we going to get past 10 wins with the same type of defense and the same outcome? Remember the word insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, but getting the same results is a level of insanity. So I'm hoping this season the defense do not look the same. I would love to see significant improvement pass rush wise. Because look, I know Todd Bowles like the blitz. I get it. But when he blitz a lot, it hurts the secondary. It hurts the secondary. It does. Like, when you blitz a lot, it hurts the secondary. Because you leave the secondary kind of hanging. But if you don't blitz, if you're able to get to the pass rush, get to the quarterback with just, 4 guys, then you can cover with 7. That's what I want to see with the Bucs defense. Get to the quarterback without always blitzing. Just get to the quarterback. Right, Marvin Grice. That's correct. A better pass rush will significantly improve the Bucs' chances winning 11 and 12 games. That's incomplete. Yeah, they're really incomplete. That's all. That's all I'm really asking for this season, because I think offensively that can get us 9-10 wins automatically. I think the Bucs can get an easy 9 wins, 10 wins with the offense. My thing is, to get to 11 and 12 wins, that defense is going to have to really improve. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about. Our kicker is going to be fine. Punting is going to be fine. Offensively is going to be fine. Once we get fully healthy, offensively is going to be rolling. I think a lot of our questions, I don't think we have a lot of questions offensively, man. I don't think we have a lot of questions offensively at all. I don't think we have any questions. Because if you notice, if you talk to Bucs fans or even in the chat room, a lot of the questions are centered around Todd Bowles and the defense. I think even at quarterback, if Baker was to get hurt, Teddy Bridgewater can come in and do some things. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us are waiting for the defense to get better. He's small. Jesus. But you notice with Ted Johnson, a lot of his plays have to be in space. His plays cannot be in traffic. He needs like open space. Because once he get hit, he gonna fold like a lawn chair. They gotta move him around. He's kind of like Ted Johnson gonna be like the gadget guy because you put him in traffic, he's gonna get destroyed. Because he's like he's a grown man. With those men out there, you get caught in traffic, Ted Johnson gonna get hurt. He gonna get folded the hell up. So with that good play, that good play call right there, that's the type of plays that Ted Johnson's gonna need. You can't run him across the middle. You're not gonna be able to kind of give him some like, even like wide receiver screens, that's gonna be dangerous for him. Because you got a jailbreak screen, a wide receiver screen, you're gonna get hit by a D lineman. So every play that Ted Johnson should be in open space. Because he's so small. I weigh more than him. I outweigh Ted Johnson by 9 pounds, 10 pounds, 13 pounds. And he's taller than me. So interesting, like you got football speed and you got track speed. You know what I'm saying? Like Ted Johnson is not a burner, but he's quick as hell. Jalen Darden 2.0. That's a good one. Jalen Darden 2.0. But I don't know. I mean, they both shifty. I think the Bucs will be fine overall. I know a lot of us probably like, or a lot of people like, oh, Bucs was like for the last couple of seasons, I've always picked the Bucs to do some things, but it's just I think my thing is I'm tired of seeing the one and done. I don't want to see the one and done. Like 3 straight years of one and done. The 8-9 season, the 9-8 season, and the 10-7 season were all one and done. So it's like, well, enough for that. Enough of that. This is Todd Bowles' 3rd year as head coach. We need to see him get to the next step. Because right now, the Bucs are a good team, but we're not Super Bowl contenders. We're just more of just like a good team. You feel me? Like the Bucs are a good team, but they're not Super Bowl contenders. They're not NFC champion contenders. Like they're not a team that you're gonna look at. If you just read the football room, like you got a couple media heads, dark horses picking the Bucs as a dark horse NFC championship appearance, but just from a general perspective, I don't think anybody have us going to the NFC championship or Super Bowl. See, look how small Ted, like he's easy to tackle. That's what I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of us just want to see the Bucs take to the next step. Like, I think a lot of us know, I believe a lot of us know the Bucs are a good team. It's just, can you get to the contender stack? Get to the top 10. Right now, the Bucs are like literally a coin flip from the Bucs are a coin flip between 11 and 15. That's like a coin flip. Trey Palmer, there we go. Kyle Trask looking good out there. Yeah, Trey Palmer fighting for this job, man. Tez might take Palmer's spot. Remember when Trey Palmer was the 3rd receiver, then they drafted McMillan. McMillan took his spot. Like, Trey Palmer been going downhill as far as the depth wise. Wait a minute. So he only been with the Bucs for one season. Like, so this is the second season with the Bucs. So he didn't come up through the Bucs ranks. He came from Miami. But remember, he has that Mike McDaniel's background. You know what I'm saying? Really good and good weather. But when it gets cold, like Miami offense folds like a lawn chair when it gets cold. Yeah, I mean, that is true, Brett. I mean, I can probably name about 15 quarterbacks you can put in the Bucs offense and they're gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like you can probably name 15 quarterbacks with the weapons we got. With the weapons we got, you can put 15 quarterbacks in there. I can name them right now if you want me to. So it's not hard to look productive in the Bucs offense the way the skill set set up. You know what I'm saying? That's that Ted Johnson move, man. Yeah, you can't tackle. Like a lot of people can't tackle him. Like he catches the ball and he does that move. That's that little spin move, right? That's his favorite move right there. But see, here's the question: when the regular season hit, if Ted Johnson out there with top nickels and top slot guys, can he do this stuff? That's the question. Can he hold up? Yeah, I mean, you put Lamar Jackson with the Bucs, that they probably Super Bowl contenders. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow. You know, they're probably Super Bowl contenders with those guys. I think that's the difference between Baker and those guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you put those guys on the Bucs, automatically Super Bowl contender. Jalen Hurts, you know, with his running ability, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's kind of like, you know, the Bucs offense is dummy proof. Ted Johnson making a lot of people miss. I don't know, Trey Palmer. You think Ted Johnson gonna be receiver number let's see, receiver number 5 is number 6. Oh, Cam Johnson. It's a wrap. Cam Johnson, man, what you doing, fam? Catch the ball, fam. Good throw by Kyle Trask, man. Yeah, Cam Johnson probably go to practice squad or he'll get cut. That's a cuttable offense right there, buddy. He's been with the team for a couple years. Like, to keep it real, like, I mean, shit, you could put Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott to be effective in this offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, this offense is really dummy proof for quarterbacks. If you have decent quarterback, you're gonna put up stats. I don't think that's the issue. It's just trying to get to the Super Bowl. There's only a select few quarterbacks that you can put in that context. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I even think Michael Penix can do good in this offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a dummy-proof offense. You know what I'm saying? It's too many weapons. You could put old man Joe Flacco back there. I think Joe Flacco throw up 4,400 yards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jalen Daniels. You put Jalen Daniels in this offense? Oh my gosh. You know, it's no shot at Baker. I'm just saying, like, the offense is literally dummy-proof. Just don't mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Jared Goff would be productive in this offense. So it's so when you see production out of the offense for Baker Mayfield, it's almost like, yeah, duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's set up for you to be productive, you know? Who else you could put in the offense that would be productive? Maybe I think Bo Nix might be productive in his offense. Bo Nix, you know, even though I'm not a huge fan of Bo Nix because he's a captain check down guy, but you know, I think he'll be productive as well. You know what I'm saying? That's about 15 quarterbacks in his name, right? So just don't mess it up. Baker will be fine. Baker will be fine. I don't think he's not gonna mess up big time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go back and watch the playoff game against the Commanders, the defense couldn't stop the Commanders. Commanders kept going for it, making third downs and fourth downs. It's like the offense didn't get, like, go look at the time of possession. Like, they weren't on the field that much. I think Brady will still be productive in this offense. So when you see the numbers by Baker Mayfield, it's almost like you're supposed to have 4,500 yards, 4,300 yards. You're supposed to do that. Desmond Watson. And so he's down to about 330, 320. I mean, 420. So what is Desmond Watson's playing weight? What y'all think he should get down to? What, 380?
I know that Todd Bowles was known for his creative blitz packages. There's even that getting the line off for performer he's been. Except the Pro Bowl last year. That long to the south.
Oh, Braswell. Braswell was trying to get back there. He was trying to turn that corner. See, Braswell, he's not beating backup tackles. That's the problem. No, I'm saying, like, 3 guys back there.
Probably Watts, actually, number 58. It was supposed to be dropping underneath that. It doesn't get back. Another big completion for the
Like, if Braswell can't beat backup tackles, that's a problem. Got a lot of small guys in the secondary, man. It's a fumble. Oh, Bryce Hall. Didn't matter. So check this out. Did y'all hear what Ronda Barber said about the Bucs D line? I'm going to listen to Ronda Barber than anybody in the chat room. Did you listen to Ronda Barber's take on the Bucs D line? Did you listen to Ronda Barber's take on the Bucs D line? I've been saying this over and over again. We're not gonna leave that conversation. Did y'all listen to what Ronda Barber said about the Bucs D line? What did he say? Did anybody listen to that? Did anybody listen to what Ronda Barber said about the Bucs D line? Did anybody listen to what Ronda Barber said? This is why I do this, because I've been talking about it for the last 3 years, and nobody can. Oh, the defense will be fine. No, you gotta have the guys up front. You can't be always creative to get to the quarterback. You just gotta line up with 4 guys and get to the quarterback. All this blitzing is bullcrap. Listen to what Ronda Barber saying. I'm not listening to a regular Bucs fan. I'm listening to Ronda Barber. Ronda Barber is backing what I've been saying. D-line. He said, I just don't think the Bucs got the guys on the D-line. Oh, Shiloh Sanders. Oh, my gosh. What are you doing? So Shador Sanders had a bad game today. Now Shiloh Sanders has having a bad game. So they both gonna get cut. What you doing? What you doing, Shiloh Sanders? You cut out of there. Goodbye. Look at Tabos. What you doing, bro? That just solidified. He's getting cut, so we ain't got to worry about him no more. Not good enough. I was gonna put him on the practice squad, but he's not good enough, man. That's ridiculous. And then Shador, he'll still be in the NFL, but I don't know if the Browns gonna keep him. I don't know. Oh, what a catch. That's a catch, man. Look, he caught that. Did he catch that? Oh, wait a minute. He snagged that for real. Oh, that's a touchdown. Yeah, Shador, I mean, reality TV will be good for him. He'll be fine. Yeah, reality TV is calling him big time. Just not good enough. Like the draft profile on Shador was stiff, not hyper athletic, not great speed. So that's literally special teams at best. But yeah, Shador pretty much that's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it for him. You know, it's you know, Shador, he's every time I seen Shador with the Bucs, every time they had a camera on him, it was all about like the reality TV stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, it just it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Dang, Buffalo got a little more better depth. That's all that. This all this is showing that the depth difference between Buffalo and the Bucs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shador, he'll still be in the league. I don't know if the Browns going to keep, because I watched the Browns game today and Shador didn't look good at all, taking sacks, you know, and then Shiloh, that pretty much signed and sealed his deal. He's going to get cut. Shiloh's going to get cut. Like, I think that's as soon as the game over with, he's going to get cut. Like, let's be real. It's been nice. It was a feel good story. The cameras was always on him. If you notice, with Shador and Shiloh, they seem to draw a lot of cameras on them every time. It's going to be hard for him to make the team at safety. But when the camera's on him, he's good for the cameras. Yeah, he's not good enough, man. And then when you're trying to make the roster, you can't let your emotions take over. And you up into that punch, he didn't look good on tape. So why would he think that throwing a punch, he should have been trying to stay in the game. Like, you're throwing a punch as an undrafted free agent and getting ejected. It's ridiculous. You can't get ejected as an undrafted free agent.
Todd Bowles upset. I think he wanted an offensive face mask, or at least the offensive player to be penalized for the shot with Sanders on the Bucs defense was. That's what he was pointing out. Lost the argument of a 14-3 Bills lead. He was up to Tampa Bay. Starting at 4:30
one thing he's going to be upset about is that they only have 3 safeties available now that Travis Sanders has been ejected. There's not a lot of people. It's an injury position anyway. There's not a lot.
Josh Williams.
35+ yarders.
Fighting for a roster spot, throwing a punch is crazy.
See why this decision is going to be so hard for Tampa, trying to decide what they do with this 4th running back. Josh Williams has been impressive and just continues to show why they have such high hope for an undrafted player.
That one was 42 yards under the return. All in the front of the show. Second-year appointment for Raven. Barber. Last has gone all the way quarterback.
The Bucs signed Josh Williams as an undrafted free agent. But you know who also the Bucs signed? His father, Jermaine Williams, in 1997, who was also a running back.
Boy, I tell you, boy, one thing about the NFL and NBA, there's a lot of nepotism there, man. Like, a lot of fathers and their sons make it to the league. But the fathers be good, but the sons never be good.
Thank you very much. His father did play as 44 in the Philippines. For the Bills. I was unaware that he had been 97, Jacksonville, Kansas City, and this guy, what they Arriving as a walk-on at LSU, but he got a scholarship after his first year.
How much average?
Yeah, as a third rounder, it's not prove himself.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, they look good. Williams back in, really back. They need 4. Perhaps hesitates. The release is going to push it out. The 25 further downfield.
Pretty sure it's going to be different.
The wing got that. Defense on the that was on the play. Third down. Yeah, Tennessee continues to shine. And I look told to the story taken in by the Knicks family at age 15. Brother adopted Ronex, who is quarterback in Oregon.
That's his contact well past the 5 yards and just fighting Devin Copeland on the field. 10 Johnson, 6 targets, 6 catches, 48 yards.
Yeah, Tez Johnson going to make the team.
We were expecting him to be 3 of us.
Both next coach.
All his plays are the same.
Obviously, he could come out of it and keep running, but watch this catch. Now, moving to his left, I would not say that's a strong point for him, but Tyson gets a little bit behind him. And be able to control your body like that and make that catch off. Good job, third. Probably loving what he's seeing in the young, diminutive receiver out of Oregon. They sure it's really good there.
This is away from the first half. They give him the first. They stand it up. Over 3:40 to go.
Decide more with just the way the jump cuts and stutters and makes people miss without really actively making a miss. I mean, that was again the little 3-yard, 4-yard run.
We can ask the people there. Case of life of the Bucs. That information. Something has to be up there to do good.
Oh, Josh Williams money. I don't know if they can cut him, bro. Can't cut him.
10-yard run that he makes look really special. Offensive line gets pushed back, just avoids it, and then first through that hole and gets 10 yards onto the football. That good ball security. Love the way he's built 5'9", 210 pounds, and under power, speed, and agility. That's pretty special.
Pick up 11. There it says.
That's what I'm saying. How do you can't cut him, man? You got to keep him. So whose spot he taking? So whose spot he taking?
Fight his way onto this football team, and they're doing a great job.
Buffalo 14-3 lead, but the Bill striking distance. The Bucs are hoping so.
Yes.
So the report saying Shador going to make the team. The Browns are going to keep all 4 quarterbacks. The Browns are going to keep all 4 quarterbacks.
That's really done that to make a name for himself.
Yeah, Joe Flacco going to start, but I don't know how long that's going to last. Their first 6 games are going to be tough. They're probably going to be 0-6 or 1-5. Yeah, Tez Johnson's going to make the team. Some people say Tez Johnson look better than Emeka. Would y'all agree with that? I'm just trying to start some conversation. That's all. I'm just saying. Tasmanian devil. He said, no, slow down. I'm just saying. My Christ, I mean, why not? Tez Johnson might be the best receiver on the team. Oh, Dan Mullen is coaching at UNLV, and they just beat New Mexico. I'm just trying to. I'm just talking noise, man. That's all. Relax. I'll do this. Calm down. UNLV got a running back over there called Jet Thomas. It's pretty good. Calm down. Relax. I do this. I watch a lot of football. I'm just talking noise. You're not going to win that argument. Relax. There's a lot of good depth. A lot of good guys are going to get cut by Tuesday. I will say that. Tez Johnson, boy, it's gonna be hard to can't cut him. You can't cut him, bro. You can't cut Ted Johnson, buddy. 154 pounds. But you notice a lot of his routes are on the move. Like you cannot just line him up. You have to like get him on the move. And that's good use of Ted Johnson because he can like remember NFL is about timing. So when you got a guy like that, you got to keep him on the move. Trash 13 for 17, 95 yards and a touchdown. Go ahead, Kyle Trask. Yeah, Braswell, man, that's a concern for me, man. I ain't even gonna hold you on that one. Braswell is very concerning, man.
Week 3 at NFL Network has 6 live games. The last chance to stand out and for the young guys to make a name for themselves. Week 3 of the NFL Preseason live on NFL Network. None of us make it very far alone. It takes a team. A community that writes off no one and believes in the potential of everyone. Having a team like that changes the game. Make it very far alone. It takes a team. A community that writes off no one believes in the potential of everyone. Spaces where children don't get by, thrive, and should not just listen to one another, but learn from one another. Having a team like that changes the game.
Yeah, Braswell, man. Just I was hoping to see like something. I mean, second round pick, man. You expect to see like you got to be able to beat backup right tackles, man. Well, you could tell that the Bucs really like Tez Johnson. Trey Palmer is probably going to be out of the way, man. Trey Palmer, man, had some expectations there, but you can clearly see the Bucs like Tez Johnson. Is Kyle Trask the quarterback number 3? The Bucs clearly like Tez Johnson. They ain't messing with Trey Palmer, man. They over him, man. Oh, Elijah Roberts. Oh, look at this. Elijah Roberts there.
defensive end like he played in college. That's why he projected as an engineer defensive lineman here in the NFL. I think he has the versatility to play both positions.
He was all ACC, transferred from Miami Hurricanes to SMU.
Elijah Roberts, a rookie. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody getting back there on the D line. I like that. Braswell got to be able to beat backup right tackles. That's concerning for me, man.
More of an elusive type of defender. He's only 6 feet tall, but he's been in Wrexham so far in the preseason. Good to see him get a lot of reps here in this last preseason game.
Led the team in tackles last week up at Pittsburgh.
And he had a sack, and he had the deflected pass that Nick Jackson intercepted in week 1.
Opportunity for the young defensive players of the Bucs. A 3rd and 11.
Dang, Bryce Hall.
Nice play by Michelle, and Wilkerson was right on the spot.
Another nice play by Michelle. It's over and over. This is a theme, man. Quarterback competition in this room. He's got I'm sure he's probably going to play most of the game. So the other two guys, Baditsky and Michael, I think they can go showcasing himself.
Nice reflection picked up.
Come on, man.
We brought him down. But it looks like now it's for Buffalo. So coming into a sniping. The Bucs will use the timeout here to set the defense.
Yeah, it's too far for field goal here for Buffalo. Never gets to 70-yarder.
You know, we got 60 yarders too in the last 24 hours.
And I think with the right tackle, called
Jay's drinking a beer.
The reality is, to catch the ball inbounds here, if this play is inbound for Tampa, and you want to set that on defense, the clock is probably going to run out.
Tyler Bass, his career long, if you're thinking of Buffalo, is 61 yards. So he was 4 for 15. But
Buffalo, you're trying to take some sort of quick shot.
he does.
What's up with Brees Hall, man? What's going on with him?
All that, and they spiked it in time. The officials doubles the football. They gotta give a second there. Maybe the official not to get to the second ball.
No team next year.
Top. Well, that's tough job. If you're just gonna run it there with 20 guys or so, right? They're playing in the middle. They did the right thing to get too official. Sorry.
It looked like we being ready to clock on the other thing.
So can we trade Braswell?
A 7-point Buffalo lead. They kicked off to start the game. Will be set to receive a second half kickoff. Tyler Trask doing the best he could to secure the backup quarterback spot. It's Eddie Bridgewater. That was a little bit of an illness today. He was going to play some, but
Yeah, Anthony Wilson. Yeah, man. What's up with Brees Hall? That was terrible. He hasn't had a good game either, man.
yards and a touchdown. What did you like about his play?
He was composed in the pocket. Obviously, Tank had a lot to do with it coming up with some catching runs, but he ran the offense well when got a chance.
Yeah, Brees Hall did not look good in the first half, man. Like,
Just executing. I want to see him block. I want to see him run the right route. I want to see him make plays.
Thanks, Coach. I expect you.
Thank you, Riley, and thank you, Todd Bowles. Second half, gentlemen, Jason White will join us at the booth to talk about the team headed into a regular season for the opener on the road. And also Baker Field, the Buffalo Field of the headset chapter Ronda. You're enjoying Monday preseason football. Thanks for the part of it. 17-7.
yeah, Elijah Roberts, man, he flashed. I seen that, Tony Lee. We need somebody on that D line to do something.
All in one place. But how much NFL in one place? What have you done? NFL Sunday ticket and YouTube TV. Every evening, every Sunday, we just pay less. It is time for football.
He say he trash. What you rip? What's going on? What you think about Bryce Hall? He been getting caught on the last. This he allowed like 4-5 catches. Like, God dang. Time out.
Having a team like that changes the game.
Yeah, Bryce Hall didn't look good at all, man. Like, what's happening there? Oh, 239 rosters though. What's up, man? What's human raid zone? There's a lot of good depth. There's gonna be some guys that get released that are going to be pretty good. Like, that can be good depth pieces. I'm looking around the league, man. There's some good pieces that's going to get cut.
Get 0.9% APR financing on new laptop models for the Zero or Apple scale.
Yeah, Tony Lee. Yeah, man. Both of them was a little upset today. The Bucs, got a couple good guys on that team they need to keep. Ted Johnson, Joshua Williams, you know what I'm saying? Like, behind Sean Tucker. So the question is now, if Joshua Williams and Sean Tucker doing their thing, is Rashad White expendable? Is Rashad White expendable? You gonna say you gonna get a Shiloh Sanders jersey? What you getting a Shiloh Sanders jersey for, man? Come on, man. I ain't wearing that jersey. Only if you drafted by the Bucs is when I'm wearing your jersey. You feel me? Don't want to hear that. He said Shiloh Sanders jersey might be free. I think you'll have a good career in reality TV. Have a camera follow him around. He got a good personality. I'm just saying, Joshua Williams, Sean Tucker, Rashad White, Buck Irvin. I mean, the best tradable piece you have is Rashad White on offensive side of the ball. Like, we got depth at running back. You can actually trade Rashad White for a 3rd or 4th round pick, maybe 5th round pick, or package him with a deal to go get Micah Parsons or Trey Hendrickson or something. You know what I'm saying?
Going back to Raymond James Stadium, they are ready to hold off the Big 17 and 10 against the Bucs, and it is the last game of preseason before the Bucs take on the Falcons in Week 1 in Atlanta. This roster's going from 90 to 53. Let's see how the players did in the first half.
First half highlights and stats brought to you by attorney Dan Newland.
And the first 4 kicks. Something I want to acknowledge for players that are doing it in the NFL for the school by the way returned about 122 yards. Soon after, Johnson for 16 exact. 10 minutes left in the first. Chase McLaughlin hasn't missed one yet, not going to 35 yards. Right up the middle, 7-3 Bills on the scoreboard. Late in the second, one-handed. Johnson. Josh Williams, 8 carries for 28 yards in the first game. That will lead to this. Sees Ted this time for a touchdown in the end zone. The Bills lead. Oh my goodness, we lit up that play. I can't do that. I'll tell you that. 17-10 Bills. But let's take a look at the halftime stats. Again, 17-10 is the score.
Oh yeah, King Cook. They like Tez Johnson.
130, 169. That he wants to see this step it up. And when we come back, Chris in.
Oh, definitely. The Bucs like Tez Johnson. All right, let's do a conversation real quick before I get off. Let's talk about these injuries with the Bucs. What y'all think about the injury news with Chris Godwin not going on PUP, and basically he's not going to play until October, which is still kind of interesting that they didn't put him on PUP. You put him on PUP, you have to miss 4 games minimal, but the Bucs didn't do it, but he's not going to play till October. What y'all think about that? Tristan Wirfs, he didn't get put on PUP either, which means, but he's gonna miss probably 2 or 3 games. It's interesting though, right? Well, I would say this about Chris Godwin whenever he does come back. Chris Godwin won't be 100% when he come back. he won't be 100%. So probably this season he will probably be 70 to 80% of Chris Godwin, which is better than none. And then next year, then when Chris Godwin's fully back, then he'll be fully back. Like last time. Remember, he came back from a leg injury. He didn't look like explosive. And then the next season, a year after he got hurt, he looked good. Brady's last year. Then he got hurt again, you know what I'm saying? Last season, week 7, had 2 surgeries. It was a really bad break, fractures, high sprained ankle. He fractured, it was a lot of damage in that leg. So I don't think he'll be the same. I don't think he's going to be cutting great. This will be Chris Godwin after his first injury. Right. Yeah, my bad, Don Breeze. You're right. Being on PUP, you can't practice till week 4. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I said that wrong. My bad. But 4 games minimal, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't practice for 4 games if you go on PUP. By putting him on the active roster, he can practice, but then they say he's not going to play until October, basically, which is basically week 4, week 5. So basically, the reason why they didn't put him on PUP is they want to get him to practice. I don't think Chris Godwin will ever be the same. He's had 2 leg injuries. Chris Godwin's going to miss 3 games, probably, 2-3 games. But I wouldn't rush him back. That's the reason why they drafted Emeka. But I don't think he'll ever be the same. I mean, 2 major leg injuries at 29 years old. He's gonna be a straight up possession receiver. Just get open. He'll get open, but I'm not going to expect a lot from Chris Godwin this season. Next year, I will. But he'll be 30 years old next year with 2 major leg injuries. And then Mike Evans will be 32. So, our 2 top receivers next year will be 32 and 30. That's not, the Emeka pick, it made sense, but, so your top 2 receivers are getting old. They're not going to get better. Evans is going to be fine, but he's going to be 32. And, he's 32 years old, so it's and then Godwin's 29, about to be 30 with 2 leg injuries, and then you got Emeka and you got J-Mac, the future. So, but the Bucs are trying to win now, But I don't think drafting to win now or trying to win now, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think to me, honestly, I don't think the Bucs are Super Bowl contenders. Just based on now. Now, week 10, we might change a different tone here, but as of right now, and I love to say this, going into the season, the Bucs are not Super Bowl contenders. So them trying to win now, it's kind of a head scratcher. So it's what's the rush of bringing Godwin back and Tristan Wirfs back? Because I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders. But next year, you're going to have your top 2 receivers will be 32 and 30. So, so we're going to Emeka will probably get about 600 to 700 yards catching, 800 yards, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere for them. I mean, J-Mac and Emeka, that's the future right there with Tez Johnson and, Trey Palmer if he makes the team, but that's the future right there. But Emeka, he can play all the positions, but he's more suited for the slot. He's like baby Chris Godwin, Juju Smith Schuster, the prime version with the Pittsburgh Steelers with AB. But yeah, Chris Godwin at a minimum will miss 2 games. At a minimum, he'll miss 2 games. But I think the Bucs' biggest issue is defense. To me, I don't think it's offense. But we'll see what the Bucs, what the Bucs do. But I don't look at the Bucs as Super Bowl contenders because of the defense. It's because of the defense, folks. It's not because of the offense. Let me make that clear. As the Bucs have a Super Bowl offense or NFC Championship offense, but their defense is literally first round out type defense. If their defense was better, then I will put the Bucs up there as a contender. But I just can't because of the defense. Going into the season, let me make that clear. Going into the season, now we don't know what's going to happen in the season, but I will say going into the season, I don't see the Bucs as a Super Bowl contender because of the defense. Because of the defense, they're lacking talent. Like Ronda Barber said, Ronda Barber made this clear. Ronda Barber said he doesn't believe the Bucs have enough guys up front, especially on the edge. When Ronda Barber spoke on the Bucs winning the Super Bowl, he would say it started up front. He was like, when you got to do all these exotic blitzes, you leave your men in trouble. Now, hey, King Cook, do me a favor. Do some research on this. 3 straight draft. Oh, I don't know if it's 3 straight draft, but do some research on this, King Cook. Those 3 picks, give me the 3 guys that the Bucs could have had instead of Soyinka, Logan Hall, and Braswell. Give me the guys that the Bucs could have got instead of those 3 guys. Can you do that for me, King Cook? I highly appreciate that because I would love to see the guys that the Bucs could have got instead of those 3 guys. Defensively, all 3 guys are defensive line picks. Give me the 3 defensive linemen that the Bucs could have got, King Cook. Because those 3 picks, like in reality, do hurt. They kind of hurt for real. Because all 3, one of them is not on the team no more. Logan Hall is kind of like in the no man's land. Like, is he going to be really good or he's going to be okay at best? And then Braswell has not really shown. He's not really shown anything because he can't beat right. He can't beat backup right tackles. He can't be insurance salesman at right tackle right now. But I would love to see the 3 guys, Joe Tryon-Soyinka, Logan Hall, and Braswell. Those are 3 D linemen that the Bucs drafted in the recent drafts that really hasn't produced at a high level. Hey, Zoe Youngster, remember now, go back and look at King Cook's comment. Let me put this up here. Can anybody do research on this? Help King Cook out. Help King Cook out, because those 3 picks, we needed those to hit, like impact. And unfortunately, one of them is not on the team. Logan Hall is like, okay, is he going to be good? I don't know. And then Braswell right now, we looking at him right now like, So give me the 3 defensive linemen that the Bucs could have had instead of those 3. Or just give me 3 players, whether it's D-line, linebacker, or secondary that the Bucs could have got instead of those 3 guys. But let's get back to the Chris Godwin situation. So at a minimal, 3 games, 2-3 games. And then Tristan Wirfs, what, you think he's going to miss 2 games maybe? 2 games, So you would think that with Tristan Wirfs and Chris Godwin have missed 2 games. Now remember, the first 2 games is the Falcons and the Texans. That ain't gonna be no 2 easy games with 2 good, like really good players.
Sooner than Chris, but I don't want to say that tongue in cheek, but we want to make sure that they are ready to go. These are both long-term commitments for us. We don't want to
Oh, Jake Moody missed another extra point. Jesus Christ. They ain't gonna throw a flag on that? Yeah, Marcus Banks, that's true. But remember, these 3 picks were high picks, though, man. Like, and they were in significant areas that the Bucs need help on. Very important picks that the Bucs need. Like right now, the Bucs need help on D-line. You can't. You gotta hit on a couple of them, right? Jake Moody missed another extra point. That's bad. But see, Ronda Barber didn't keep it 100. Like Ronda Barber should have kept it 100 about that pass rush. Jake Mooney might get cut. A 3rd round pick too. Yeah, so Jason Light said Tristan might be back earlier than Chris Godwin, which I'm gonna say Tristan will probably miss the first game, probably be back for the Texans game because Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson ain't no joke. So yeah, hopefully Tristan only missed 1 game. Godwin will probably miss 2 or 3. So it's not as bad as everybody think. Then you got Winfield Jr., his situation, and Christian Eisen's situation, Rachaad White with the growing, and then you got Jay Mack with the neck injury. He's probably going to be out for a few weeks. We got injuries, folks, but remember, according to everybody in their mama in the Bucs community, Jason Light is a top 5 GM. So if Jason Light is a top 5 GM, that means the roster will be fine to handle those injuries, right? You can't scream top 5 GM and then complain about injuries because that means the roster is not good enough depth-wise. So we're going to find out early about the depth. You can't scream top 5 GM and then complain about, oh, well, we're missing Godwin and Wirfs. Oh my gosh, and J Mac. Oh my gosh. No, we got depth. We got depth. That's what top 5 GMs do. Depth. We don't got time to make excuses about we ain't got nobody to replace Tristan Wirfs and Chris Godwin. Nope. No excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. The Bucs are good enough to overcome Tristan Wirfs and Godwin being out for a game or 2. First 2 games will not be easy. I don't want to hear it. I told y'all this. I literally told y'all I don't want to hear excuses. Boy, look at this special teams. What's going on here? This the special teams man showing up. What's going on? I've never seen it like this. Return units has been doing a great job, man. And for the longest, we know as Bucs fans, the Bucs return units have been terrible. So King Cook, this is what the research did. In 2021, King Cook said we could have got J.C. Horn, Patrick Surtain, Mika Parsons, Nick Bolton, Amon St. Brown. Well, that's in 2021. So that's the Joe Tryon Stoinka draft. So wait, Tryon Stoinka went 32nd. So I'm talking about anybody from pick number 32 to like early third round. King Cook. It's like J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain and Micah Parsons. They all got drafted before Tryon Stoinka. Amon-Ra St. Brown was the 4th round pick. I'm talking about King Cook. What I mean is Tryon Stoinka was the 32nd pick. So was there somebody on the board at 32 that would have been more impactful than Joe Tryon Stoinka on the D-line, linebacker, or secondary? Like, there was no way we would have got J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain or Micah Parsons. I think Nick Bolton went before Tryon Stoinka. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about at pick 32, who was available on the D-line, linebacker, or cornerback that we could have got at 32 that went in the 2nd round. That is more productive than Joe Tryon Stoinka. And then with the Logan Hall pick, he's kind of did something. Like he did something last year with 5.5 sacks, but who was available in the 2nd round, whether it was right before Logan Hall that Bucs could have traded up, or the Bucs could have had before drafting Logan Hall? Oh, so Nick Bolton went after. Oh, well, there you go. And guess what the Bucs need help at linebacker? Nick Bolton is a problem at linebacker. Nick Bolton went after. So Nick Bolton went in the 2nd round. And what do the Bucs need right now? Help at linebacker. I don't know, man. We'll just point some things out. No big deal, folks. Just kind of like that Joe Tryon Stoinka pick was. God damn, that's a 1st round pick, man. That's like a wasted pick. Oh, Trey Palmer, man. Trey Palmer, man. So who was available now the next year? Now, like, so who was available when we drafted? Logan Hall was what, the 33rd pick? Nick Bolton went 58, and we drafted Trask at 64. Oh my gosh, man. So in other words, we could have had Nick Bolton at 32. Trask went 64, Bolton went 58. The Bucs could have traded in front of the Chiefs to get Nick Bolton. I don't know. What about the Logan Hall situation? Are there guys, because Logan Hall went 33rd. The next year after Logan Hall was pick number 33, and he was the 1st pick in the 2nd round. That means the Bucs rated him the best player in the 2nd round, high on their board. Now, Logan Hall might turn out to be good, but right now he's in question because it's taking him too long to develop. But hopefully, Logan Hall goes from 5.5. His first couple seasons was like non-existent, and then in last year he had 5.5 sacks. So, is this what Logan Hall makes the jump? You know. But Logan Hall went pick number 33. Trey Palmer is he's going to the practice squad. And then with the Chris Braswell pick, who was available in the 2nd round that the Bucs could have traded up to go get, or just got at the Chris Braswell pick, or after the Chris Braswell pick, guys after him. So Jason Light got Luka Decky in the 2nd round. I got that part. So that turned out to be pretty good, right? But the Logan Hall pick, who was available that would have been more impactful? That's doing, like, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, King Cook? Like, Logan Hall's not a bad player, but because he had 5.5 sacks last year, but for the first couple years, he was non-existent. We didn't know if he was going to be good. Because where the Bucs need help at is D-line, linebacker, secondary. 4 years later, we still got questions about the pass rush, We still got questions about the linebackers with Levante David getting older and Savase Dinas being injury prone, and we still got questions about the secondary.
A couple of games into the season, Ronda David will get up there with Ronda Barber and Derek Brooks. 200 games. I've got Buccaneer most ever all defenders. But we asked the question, and here's the answer to our trivia: who played the most games for the Bucs on offense? And the answer, Dave Moore. Nobody got that. That's tight end, 190 games with all the great offensive players. He's played the most as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
What happened to Spoken Reasons? Anybody know what happened to Spoken Reasons? What happened to Spoken Reasons?
Actually, a lot of it mine, my rookie year.
Y'all hear the Saints fans? They're hating life right now.
Years now, like one of the voices of the three football.
Oh, Nick Benito's a beast.
Enjoyable listen. Connected with the Bucs. What a return by Melissa Chanel. All the way up to the 40 or something. Excellent returns.
Dog. Nick Benito is a beast. Nick Benito is a beast. He is an instant impact player for the Bucs. If the Bucs would have drafted Nick Benito over Logan Hall, that'd be real. I remember Nick Benito at Oklahoma. He was a problem, but they say with his size, he is long and he's strong. We could use a Nick Benito. I guarantee you right now, ask any Bucs fan about Nick Benito over Logan Hall. They'll be like, hell yeah. I guarantee you that. Nick Benito is a problem. Yeah, Trey Palmer's done, man. In 2002, we could have had. Well, I mean, King Cook. Well, you know how I feel about Trey McBride. I spoke on Trey McBride. I spoke on Trey McBride and Travis Jones in 2022. I literally spoke on both of those guys. I'm gonna keep it 100. I spoke on Trey McBride and Travis Jones. I literally did that. You see Trey McBride, right? You see what Trey McBride's doing. I even told y'all that in the draft in 2022 that the Bucs needed the tight end because the Bucs had Cameron Brate. I'm like, the Bucs need to get Trey McBride. Now, what about the Chris Braswell pick? I literally said Trey McBride and Travis Jones. I literally called that. Both of those guys will be wonders for the Bucs right now. Trey McBride is way better than K. Dot. Way better. Yeah, Braswell went second round in the 2024. I'm talking about, I was high on Trey McBride. Explosive, Colorado State. I was high on him. I was high on Travis Jones. Nick Benito. I didn't speak on Nick Benito, but we can definitely use Nick Benito. So what about Braswell in 2024? King Cook. So let me see. We talked about injuries. We talked about the young guys right now that's playing right now. These are guys that will not be on the team and that's playing right now. Yeah, Jason Light, he's done a good job, but he's also had some head scratching draft picks too. Like as good as Jason Light has done with rebuilding the roster, because and all this good picks is really came after really Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. But pre-Tom Brady, Jason Light didn't have a great track record picking. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, all GMs miss, but I'm only speaking from a Bucs fan perspective. It's like, dang, man. Like, he's done a great job in some areas, but he's also had some head scratching moments in the draft that has hurt the Bucs, and particularly on the D line and linebacker and secondary. I'm just keeping it real. Like Jason Light is not a terrible GM. He's not terrible. Post Brady. Post Brady. Pre Brady, he was terrible to me. Pre Brady, Jason Light did not do a great job building that team. Post Brady, after he got Brady on the team, he's done a much better job. Look at the record from 2020 to 2025. Look at the Bucs record as an organization, and look at the Bucs record before Brady, 2014 to 2019, 34-62 as the GM. 2020 to 2024, a much better record. He's drafted better. But he's also had some head-scratching draft picks too. From 2020 to 2025, he's had some head-scratching moments like, why did you pick him? But he's done some great things though. So it's like he's like hot and cold to me. Like free agents, he doesn't do a great job outside of the 2020 free agent class with Brady, Gronk, AB, Fournette, Ryan Suckup. Outside of that free agent draft class, he hasn't done a great job getting free agents. He's missed. I mean, the Shaq Barrett was a couple years that was decent. He got Hassan Reddick. Like he hasn't been a great GM when it comes to free agents. Oh, and there we go. Hit that, folks. Now take this out, folks. Check this out, folks. Cooper DeJong was available. The Bucs went with Chris Braswell. Brayton Frisk was available. What did Jason Light do? Chris Braswell. And I don't know, man. It's a head scratching to me. We need to help at cornerback. Nickel, safety. Cooper DeJong could have played multiple positions. And matter of fact, Cooper DeJong graded out better than every Bucs secondary player last year. Let that sink in. As a rookie. Cooper DeJong graded out better than every single Bucs secondary player. So in other words, if Cooper DeJong was on the Bucs, he will be the best. He probably would be the best player in the secondary. Let me repeat, folks. Cooper DeJong graded out better than every single Bucs cornerback slot guy. Brayton Frisk graded out better than Logan Hall and Braswell and Clyde Clancy and Vita. Like, Brayton Frisk is a problem. 8.5 sacks. Like, what are we doing here? Like 7.5, whatever. Like, what are we doing? Rookie. And he was top 10 in pressures. Devin Cope. There we go. Brayton Frisk and Cooper DeJong would definitely be helping the Bucs right now on defense. We're talking about defense, folks. We're not talking about offense. We're talking about defense. Brayton Frisk graded out better than Logan Hall and Chris Braswell. We're talking about comparison. Will anybody take Chris Braswell over Brayton Frisk? Would anybody take Chris Braswell right now over Brayton Frisk? I don't think so, Jay Foster. Are you taking Chris Braswell over Brayton Frisk? See, remember, Jay Foster, tell the whole story. Brayton Frisk, as a rookie, how many sacks did he have, Jay Foster? Impact rookie. Chris Braswell was not impactful as Brayton Frisk. Brayton Frisk was top 10 in pressures. Remember, Jay Foster, tell the whole story. Don't tell the piece. Because we know what Kalijah Clancy is. But we're not comparing Kalijah Clancy and Brayton Frisk. We're talking about Brayton Frisk and Chris Braswell. Tell the whole story. You can't run from that. Facts over feelings, Jay Foster. And what do the Bucs need help in? D-line. That's the point. D-line help. Ronda Barber said he don't believe the Bucs got enough guys up front, and particularly the edge, to do what the Bucs did back in the day. You got to have the guys in the trenches to make a bigger run. Go back and look at the Commanders and Bucs game. 3rd down, 4th down. Jalen Daniels got all the time. Go back and watch the game, Jay Foster. The D-line, the trenches has been a problem. Oh, Devin Cole. Dang it, man. Come on, Jay Foster. Like, I'm not harping at you. I'm just, remember, Jay Foster, the trenches matter. The Bucs trenches are weak. It's weak. Overall, the Bucs trenches are not good enough. Ronda Barber, a Hall of Fame guy, literally said the Bucs are not good enough in the front, in particularly the edge. He's not lying, Jay Foster. You know the Bucs D-line is a problem. So Brayton Frisk, Nick Benito, Travis Jones will definitely help the Bucs D-line. You know that, Jay Foster. Come on, man. You've been a long time. You've been a long time Sea Bandit or Pirate. You know I've been talking about the Bucs D-line. Now, King Cook is talking about the Kalijah Clancy draft in 2023. So instead of Kalijah Clancy, the Bucs could have had Dalton Kincaid, Nolan Smith, Brian Breezy, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch, just to name a few. Now, Kalijah Clancy is a good player. So he's helping the D-line out. So I'm not gonna knock Kalijah Clancy. He's been the best defensive lineman pick for Jason Light since 2020. Can we agree with that? Jason Light picking Kalijah Clancy has helped the D-line. Now, what you see on the screen, that is the draft class with Kalijah Clancy. Now, Kalijah Clancy had 7 sacks last year, so he's on the up and up. I think he's going to be fine rushing the passer. The problem with Kalijah Clancy is Mr. Run. He get washed by really good guards. But he can be disruptive at times, and then sometimes he'll go missing for like 5 or 6 or 7 straight plays. But this is the Kalijah Clancy draft in 2023. Dalton Kincaid, Cade Otton. Nolan Smith, Braswell. You know what I'm saying? Like I say Braswell, just saying, like Nolan Smith is starting to become a pretty good pass rusher. Brian Breezy, the Saints drafted him. He had 7.5 sacks last year. Sam Laporta is leaps and bounds better than Cade Otton. Brian Branch and Antoine Winfield Jr. combination would have been devastating. You want to talk about a flexible defense with Brian Branch and Winfield Jr.? You're talking about Todd Bowles' defense would have been with some crazy looks with Brian Branch and Winfield Jr. Interchangeable pieces at safety, strong safety, nickel linebacker, nickel slot. You could have did so much with Brian Branch and Winfield Jr. And I think a lot of us wouldn't have minded that pick because you see Brian Branch right now, he's a problem. That would have been crazy. Brian Branch and Winfield Jr. We're just talking football, folks. We're just talking football. We're just trying to understand with Todd Bowles' scheme, you need interchangeable pieces. And Brian Branch and Winfield Jr. are very interchangeable, and that would have upgraded the Bucs secondary big time. Because Brian Branch can play the slot, Winfield Jr. can play the slot. They both can play safety, strong safety, nickel linebacker. You talk about mixing and matching, the defense would have been crazy. And then linebacker-wise, so we could have had Joey Porter Jr. Joey Porter Jr. is better than Jamel Dean. I think anybody will take Joey Porter Jr. over Jamel Dean. I'm sorry, over number 35. So there was guys there that could have that would be helping the Bucs right now. With the deep, we talk about defense. Jack Campbell at linebacker would have been good for this team. Jack Campbell is like 6'3", 6'4", and he's becoming a better player right now at linebacker. That the Bucs do need a big linebacker. We got small linebackers. We're a small defense, like secondary wise, like up the middle. Like we got Vita is the anchor, right? But Clancy is small. Levante David, small. Savasi Dennis, smaller. Okay. Winfield Jr. and Tyke Smith are small. But Jack Campbell next to Levante David would have been a hell of a linebacking core. Jack Campbell's, I mean, come on. Christian Gonzalez, he's a problem. He's better. Christian Gonzalez is better than Zion McCullough. He's better than number 35. It's not even Christian Gonzalez is top 5, top 10 cornerback. And what do the Bucs need right now? Cornerback. Joey Porter Jr., Christian Gonzalez would definitely be helping the Bucs right now in the secondary. Shut down cornerbacks. But Todd Bowles' scheme is so complicated. Every year, the last couple of years, what we always seen guys pointing the finger. Where do we go? It was and Todd Bowles always talking about miscommunication. So is anybody like Todd Bowles' scheme is complicated, but it's like doing too much. I got the blitz every time. And Ronda Barber literally said, you can't just keep doing that. You're putting your secondary in bad situations by blitzing a lot. And you wonder why they're always pointing the finger. It's always communication problems. Every time somebody give up a big 3rd and 12, a 3rd and 10, a 3rd and 11, a 3rd and 15, a 3rd and 9, a 3rd and 8, it's a guy wide open. And then after the play, after they get the first down, you see Winfield Jr., you see Levante David, you see people pointing fingers. Even in the playoff game against the Commanders last year, you saw it. It was like, what's going on? De'Ami Brown? Todd Bowles' defense don't always have to be so chaotic. It gets us in trouble every time. Miscommunication. And every time they ask Todd Bowles after they lose all the big games, Todd Bowles, what was the problem with the secondary? Well, the guys are not communicating. Well, stop doing all the exotic crap. Stop doing all the exotic running around, blitzing 5 yards away, 15 yards away. Stop all that chaotic stuff and keep it simple. You got these guys, they got so many assignments and so many zones to cover. It's like zone blitz. We're going to keep blitzing 5 or 6 guys, and these guys got zones to cover, but they're like, well, what do I do if I got good offensive coordinators are going to eat Todd Bowles' defense up. Too much thinking in Todd Bowles' defense. Sometimes less is more. Simplify things will mean so much for the Bucs defense. Meaning sometimes just rush 4 guys and drop 7. And every now and then you send a 5th guy. But you're constantly every down you're run blitzing. You're blitzing the pass. Like every down you were nickel and dime. Why is Todd Bowles' defense so complicated? And then every time it's the same questions. Todd Bowles, what happened when X, Y, and Z scored the touchdown? He was wide open. Well, the guys didn't communicate well. Well, that's your fault. It's the same story the last 3-4 years with Todd Bowles defense. Communication. How many Bucs fans are tired of hearing that? It's ridiculous. Like a lot of us Bucs fans just want to see the defense just be solid. All this blitzing around and blitzing 6-7 guys, you're leaving your secondary out to dry. Your secondary is not good enough. Every time you turn around, every post-game press conference against Todd Bowles, when the Bucs lose, they lose 23-20 or 20-17 or 41-30. It's always what's going on with the secondary. Well, the guy's not communicating. Well, Todd Bowles is your fault. You keep winning a weak division, but it's a one and done situation. That's not showing any improvement. You're getting in the playoffs because you're in a weak division. So when you get into the playoffs, you need to show up.
Ted Johnson, new addition for us, Ryan Miller, Sterling Shepard. I mean, Trey, yeah, it sucks losing J-Mac because I just think he had an unbelievable offseason. I think, bringing in a Mac that push.
Keep winning the divisions, and it's like, okay, what else? We understand you can win a division. What else? That's where a lot of us are at this point. We're tired of hearing the Bucs winning the NFC South. No sugar honey iced tea. That division is weak. I think most Bucs fans know that the NFC South is one of the weakest divisions in the NFL. You win in the division, but every time you get in the playoffs, you don't even sniff outside of the first round. So that means you're not even a contender. That means when the chips are when the level rises up and the pressure gets higher, for 4 straight years, the Bucs fold like a lawn chair. Get past the first round. Get past the first round. Enough of just winning the division. Get past the first round. You're winning a weak division. Enough of the Bucs are NFC South. We're gonna win the NFC South. No sugar honey iced tea. No sugar honey iced tea that the Bucs are going to win the division. I don't care about that now. I know that. That is a known no sugar honey iced tea fact. We're going to win the division. Okay, now what? Oh, Baker's going to have 50 touchdowns. I don't care about that. Get past the first round. Go back and watch. You know how many times I watched the Bucs Commanders game last year? Or this year, early in January. You know how many times I watched that game? That game literally told me Dan Quinn outcoached Todd Bowles. And the Commanders' defense wasn't even good. Get past the first round. I don't care about winning the NFC South anymore. We know we can win that division. Dan freaking Quinn. The same Dan Quinn that was with the Falcons that blew the Super Bowl 28-3 lead. Dan Quinn was giving the Bucs problems in 2017 and 18 and 19. Yeah, exactly. Dan Quinn, first year with the Commanders, he goes to the NFC Championship game against the Eagles. Let that sink in, folks. That shows you how far Todd Bowles is away from really competing. How Dan Quinn comes into the Commanders, a really bad organization, from the ownership all the way down to the 53rd person. He comes in, brings his guys in, puts his scheme in, a basic 4-3 scheme, by the way. Dan Quinn, he's a defensive coach. He came from the Pete Carroll Seattle tree. He comes in with a basic 4-3 cover 2 scheme and gets to the playoffs, wins double digits in his first year, gets to the playoffs, gets past the first round, go on the road to beat the Bucs, the NFC South champions, then beats Detroit, and then goes to the NFC Championship game, his first goddamn year. What are we doing here with Todd Bowles? The Commanders' defense was not even good, and they got to the NFC Championship game. They beat the Lions. They had Jared Goff looking goofy. So what does that tell you? That tells you more about Todd Bowles than anything. The Commanders' defense was terrible. They had no cornerbacks worth a damn, and they got to the NFC Championship game. So why the Bucs can't do it? Todd Bowles has been at this for 3 years and can't do it. But he can win the NFC South, though. You put the Commanders in the NFC South, the Bucs got a problem. Let's just take the Commanders and let's take out the Panthers or the Saints, either one, and put the Commanders in the NFC South. What are we doing, Bucs fans? When are we going to expect better from Todd Bowles? This is my closing conversation that I'm having with you guys before, because this is the last game of the preseason. So I want y'all to think about this going into the season. Todd Bowles need to do a better job, in particularly with the defense. Somebody made a comment earlier. Did Todd Bowles reach his ceiling with this team? 8 to 10 wins. 8 to 10 wins. Is that Todd Bowles' ceiling? But hey, we win the NFC South though. We get that on under our belt. 8 to 10 wins. Is that the max for Todd Bowles? Have the Bucs peaked? And he got the extension, so he ain't going nowhere. Deion Jones still playing? Hold up. Deion Jones is still out there in the fourth quarter. Hold up, man. Deion Jones is still out there. And dog, I'm so sick of Todd Bowles' defense. I just hope that he just makes the improvements on defensive scheme wise. I think a lot of us will be surprised if the Bucs get 11 to 12 wins, to be honest. But 8 to 10 wins is about the range where the Bucs are at. I haven't made my schedule prediction yet. I will make that video. You know how I get down with that video. We're going to go by game. Remember, this is before the season starts. My schedule prediction for the last few years hasn't been too far off, folks. I literally been calling this pretty well. I literally been within a game, maybe 2 at the most. I have never been so far off with the schedule prediction. So I have a pretty good pulse on the team. I have a pretty good pulse of what type of team we have. And I've been doing this as far as getting really close and predicting the correct record at the end. But at some point, my predictions got to be a little bit more stretchy because it's like, come on, man. Like, we got to get past this 8 to 10 win range because winning 8 to 10 games, because you got to think about, do the average. 8 and 9, 9 and 8, 10 and 7. That's an average of 9 wins per season. That's an average of 9. That's 27 and 24. 3 games over 500. 27 divided by 9 is 3 seasons. 3 divided into 27, or 27 divided by 3 is 9 games average. My predictions have been pretty good. That is a fact. So regardless of what you think about how I feel about the team, but look at my predictions though. My predictions have been really close when it comes to overall record. So I always tell y'all this: you can't get mad at me. I'm only going by what I see with the Bucs, with the team, with the coaching staff, with the starters, with the depth, with the schemes, offensively, defensively. The Bucs are a average 9-win team. Don't get mad at me. It's the results. Get mad at Todd Bowles. Don't get mad at me because I've been predicting what the outcome is going to be. You can't get mad at me for that. The Bucs, on average, these last 3 seasons, 9 wins. 9 wins, folks. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Remember, last year we had folks talking about 12 and 5, 13 and 4. I'm laughing at them like, what are you talking about? Are you even thinking about football, or are you thinking about your feelings? When you make record predictions, remove your feelings out of it. Remove your feelings out of the record predictions. Stop being a fanboy and be a football person. 12 and 5, 13 and 4. Then the season before that, it was the same thing. Look, the Bucs are not, I keep telling y'all this. The Bucs are not a bad team. I'm gonna keep telling y'all this. But the Bucs are offensive heavy. The Bucs are an offensively heavy team. Struggling defensively, especially against good coordinators. Good offensive coordinators and good head coaches will always outcoach Todd Bowles for the most part, and when it matters. We saw this for the last 3 seasons. Dan Quinn, first season with the Commanders, the terrible Commanders. I'm going to keep bringing this up. Do you understand how many times I have watched that Commanders and Bucs game? The Bucs lost a home game, 23-20. Do you understand how frustrating to watch that game? The Bucs could have won that game. But for some strange reason, they couldn't stop Jaden Daniels and De'Ami Brown. And for 3 straight seasons, the Bucs have failed. And they always have the same issue. Week 4 to week 10, they just struggle. They fall apart. And then in the back end of the season, they win games. And then they go into the playoffs, 1 and done. The same goddamn story. Wash, rinse, and repeat. 3 straight seasons of it. 8 and 9 season. 9 and 8 season. 10 and 7 season. It's been the same outcome. They start the season out 2 and 1, 3 and 1. Then they go on this weird stretch of losing the game. Then the back end of the season, they start beating bad teams and they win games, and then people get hyped up, and then they get in the first round matchup, the home game, and they lose. The mid-season collapse every single time. Why do the Bucs keep faltering between week 4 and week 11? And then on the back end, they win games, and then I was like, oh yeah, the Bucs are really like that. And then the first round matchup, lost. You can't make this up. Come on, folks, wake up. You keep reading the same book, expecting a different outcome. How many WTF games the Bucs be getting? Too many WTF games. Too many WTF games. And I guarantee you, folks, the Bucs will have a couple WTF games. You know what's going to happen. Prime time games. Yeah, that's the notorious ones right there. Too many WTF games. They're going to have this weird loss. Like, why did they lose against them? I'm telling you, it's going to be at least 2 of those games. You're going to look at those games, you're going to be like, why did they lose that game? Why the WTF did they lose that game? It's frustrating as a Bucs fan because you want to see this team do better, but for some strange reason, man, you'd be like, come on, man. We got to get out of this rut of just being a okay team. So for those of you that's complaining about Todd Bowles, you can't complain about him getting fired. I'm not complaining about Todd Bowles getting fired because he has an extension. All I'm saying is he's got to get better as a coordinator. Maybe he got too much on his plate. Somebody said he had 53 timeouts saved since he became the head coach. He loves saving timeouts. Love saving timeouts. Never uses them. You can't take the timeouts with the Todd Bowles. Todd freaking Bowles. Hey, no, I think the Bucs are the NFC version of the Bengals. That's my opinion. I think the Bucs are the NFC version of the Bengals. All offense, defense always fail. The Bengals got 2 good receivers, quarterback Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. They move the ball up and down the field. But defensively, they always fail. And I look at the Bucs the same way. Todd Bowles don't like going for it on 4th down. He don't like taking risk on, using timeouts. He's not aggressive. He's not an aggressive head coach. So we have a ceiling like that. He's too conservative. Like, we have an aggressive quarterback with a conservative coach. That doesn't spell Super Bowl. Baker Mayfield leads the NFL in touchdowns. I think it's touchdowns and interceptions in the last 2 years. So Baker Mayfield is an aggressive quarterback, but we have a conservative coach. I think they're the NFC version of the Bengals. Somebody said the NFC version of the Steelers. Defensive minded coach, offensively, some weapons, but it never really our offense is better than the Steelers offense. That's why I say I think the Bucs are more of the Bengals version in the NFC. Because at least the Steelers defense is way better than the Bucs. The Steelers got a better D line and a better secondary and better linebackers. So I cannot say the Bucs are the NFC version of the Steelers. I believe the Bucs are the NFC version of the Bengals. Because the Bucs are all offense. They're offensively driven. So that means the offense has to get better. We play always good. Well, what I mean by that, Jay Foss, I'm talking about offensively. I'm not talking about the front office. in ownership. I'm talking about. Let me make that clear. The Bucs, as far as on the field, are heavy offense and defense not good enough. That's what I mean by the Bucs are the NFC version of the Bengals on the field, not the front office or ownership. The Bucs got a better front office and a better ownership representation than the Bengals. I'm just talking about if you just look at the Bucs offensively and look at the Bengals offensively, and look at the Bucs defensively, look at the Bengals defensively. That's all I'm saying. The Bengals finished 8-8 with a bad defense. The Bucs finished 10-7 with a bad secondary. Flip a coin, man. 10-7, 8-9. Flip a coin between the Bucs and the Bengals. For real. Let's be real. Flip a coin. The Bengals went 8-9. 9-8. The Bucs went 10-7. That's a coin flip. I'm gonna say this last piece right here. I appreciate y'all joining me for this preseason. The season's around the corner, folks. Everybody got to be ready. First game of the season, I got to start making these videos, and I got to make my schedule prediction. That'll be my next video. Barring anything major setbacks, my next video will be a schedule prediction video. And then once I make that video, then I'll make the Bucs versus Falcons preview at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So, shout out to all the Power C Bandits. Thank y'all for joining me. Last Bucs preseason game. Currently the Bucs. Oh, good throw. The Bucs are down 23-13 with 3 minutes left. Cam Johnson with a really good catch. Can the Bucs finish the season undefeated? We'll see. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag what's next? Hashtag. Oh, we about to have some fun this season, folks. Facts over feelings, probability or possibility. What does your eyes tell you? You know the rest. I'm hungry. Buckles like a signing out. Deuces.